As soon as he was released from jail, John started dreaming about becoming a millionaire. 2 years earlier, he had stolen an extremely valuable diamond and hidden it inside a ventilation pipe. But the police caught him right after the theft. During his time in prison, he memorized the diamond's exact location. The moment his sentence ended, he went straight back there. But to his surprise, a police station had been built on the site. To get the diamond back, he disguised himself as a delivery boy and tried to sneak inside, but the guard stopped him. So he stole a police officer's ID card and created a fake police badge. The next day, he confidently walked into the station pretending to be an officer and headed toward the pipe where he had hidden the diamond. Just then, a fugitive suddenly burst into the station. John panicked, afraid his secret would be discovered. Without thinking, he kicked the criminal to the ground. Luckily, the fugitive was captured. The station chief didn't recognize John and asked who he was. John quickly lied, claiming he had been sent from the head office. Impressed by his courage, the chief immediately assigned him to the theft department and even gave him a partner. Now, a former thief had become a policeman out of necessity, but his real mission was still to recover the diamond. Soon after joining the department, he was sent to investigate a theft. The other officers believed the thief had escaped through a window, but John's experience as a criminal made him realize that something wasn't right. He discovered that the robbery hadn't been committed by an outsider at all. It was actually done by an employee of the shop. He also managed to recover the stolen goods. After solving his very first case, John quickly became famous around the station. Sometime later, he was shopping at a supermarket when a robber armed with a knife suddenly appeared and tried to hold up the store. The shopkeeper pulled out a gun, but John stepped in from behind and overpowered the robber. However, the robber turned out to be his former partner. His old partner quietly offered him a share of the money if he helped him. The two of them staged the whole thing to make it look like John had caught the robber by himself. News of his bravery spread throughout the station, and John was promoted to a higher rank. Later, he also solved a major drug case, capturing a dangerous smuggler and recovering a huge quantity of drugs. His courage became the talk of the town, but John still couldn't stop thinking about the diamond. Finally, he got his opportunity. He pulled the diamond out of the ventilation pipe, but just as he did, the chief suddenly walked in. In a panic, John dropped the diamond, and it landed right inside a pile of confiscated drugs. The chief announced that the drugs would be sent somewhere else for testing. Desperate to get the diamond back, John came up with a plan involving a fake drug operation. He went undercover as a police officer and met with the traffickers. When he finally got the chance, he secretly grabbed the diamond from the pile of drugs. But suddenly, an armed man appeared and snatched it from him. It was his old partner, the same man who had betrayed him years earlier. Moments later, a huge crane lifted the entire vehicle and carried it to the gang's old warehouse. The gang leader began suspecting that John was actually a police informant. To prove his loyalty, John was ordered to shoot his own partner, but he couldn't bring himself to do it. Just then, the police stormed the warehouse, and a fierce gunfight broke out. Amid the chaos, John's old partner escaped with the diamond. John immediately chased after him in a car. During the pursuit, he fired a signal flare toward the vehicle and managed to block the road. In the end, his partner was killed by his own bullet. John finally had the diamond back,